What's up, man? We're back again. We're back again.
Welcome back, man. We
Welcome
kind of
back.
took a short. I can't even say long hiatus. We just kind of took a short hiatus, but we're back.
Yep. I mean, so
Wait.
much complications on episode. Is it 4? Is this episode 4?
Yeah. Wait. Do you want me to have the little light on, or is this fine? Because I feel like the glare is weird.
No, that's okay. You look good though.
I appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
you
appreciate
look good. You look good.
it. I appreciate that, dude.
All right.
Super manero.
Yeah, I mean, we had complications, man. I mean, what and internet out here, it's crazy. But I mean, it's not crazy. It's just that places and places differ. So yeah, but all in all, we're back again. We're back again. Thank you for tuning in. Yeah, so much to talk about though. So much to talk about.
Oh yeah, we got a lot to unpack today. We're just gonna have a conversation, actually, talk about world events. First of all, we're gonna talk about the NBA Finals. Shout out Denver, but
super pissed. I'm super pissed.
I was about to say, what does Phin have to say about it?
You know what? I just cared so much about Jimmy. And I think this would have been a better journey with him because I don't see him going back again in the finals.
That's true. And you know what I was thinking about too? Do you remember Philly's team? They played Kobe in like 2000. Was it 3? Like the one they beat them the first game and then they lost 4 straight. But they had a really insane playoff run. It was like Allen Iverson and Dikembe.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sorry, I know that's throwing it way back, but like what I'm thinking about is like it was an insane run because like I don't think anyone expected Philly to make it that far then in that season, and even to win a game in the finals was crazy.
Yeah.
So like it kind of reminded me a little bit about that. And sorry, one more thing. I'm about to say, like no one remembers that run, right? Like Philly having 3 series that went to game 7s, all of them, and though it was so like big, but no one really remembers it. And I feel like with this thing, no one's gonna remember it. No one's gonna remember Jimmy Butler's playoff run because he didn't win, so it doesn't matter.
That's the thing, man. I'm so tired of. Okay, I'm not tired. It's just that I'm kind of pissed. Jimmy could seem like he didn't have it at all, and it's so scary because he showed us this other side of him being able to do it all.
Close out, yeah. There was a couple of possessions. I remember watching that game 4 against the Lakers. LeBron was being a little bit passive in the second half because in the first half he dropped like 21 points, and then the second half comes in, he started being a little passive, and even the commentators were saying like we need Brown to be more aggressive.
Talking about money and spending money, that brings to a guy. Big guy, Zion Williamson.
Bro, I have so much to say about this. Like, it's ridiculous.
How about you let everybody know what's going on, by the way? I don't think everybody... You got a point? Yeah, exactly.
So we have this NBA superstar called Zion Williamson. He hasn't been playing, right? He's been sitting out a lot. But, like, when he was coming into the league, he got drafted first. Top prospect. And he hasn't been playing. And then recently came out with the news that his baby mama is pregnant. And then Mariah Mills, I don't know if you guys know who that is, but she's a renowned porn star. Not a porn actress. Those are 2 different things. Someone called her LeBron James. Someone called her LeBron, bro. I was like, there's no way.
She's top 5 for sure.
You think so?
Oh my god.
There's no way.
She's been in the game for a long time,
That's why people call her LeBron, because she's been in the game for a minute. Oh my, it's crazy. So Zion apparently was fucking with this shorty too. And then he came out with the news that, I can't believe you just posted your baby moms and you were saying that you're gonna bring me to New Orleans. And then there was another shorty that also came out with news that basically said the same thing.
But I think there's so much going on with this dudes who just come out of high school, college with hype. There's so much that goes on with their character that when stardom hits them, they clearly don't know how to react. Even though they kind of get the stories of how is it going to be, but in terms of like who they are and character wise, that's why you see Ja Morant the way he is, because apart from all that hard work, and there's a place you're literally going to have a gap to fill, and for them it's been showing out it's just character. And like sometimes you have to go through those hits for you to like mature to a point whereby you're like, okay, now I understand how shit runs through the NBA right now.
And the thing is, right, what I think with your point, like since they haven't learned these lessons when they were younger, obviously, because they haven't been socialized socializing as much, right? Because they're gym rats. Like, I think it's a different level of dedication that you have to put your mind to when it's like become that big. So like these guys are like gym rats. They're not that good social. Now that they've made it to the league, these lessons are stupid expensive because you just didn't work on that little bit. You know what I mean?
Have you noticed how the start of this year and the end of last year, there's been a lot going on with athletes and the girlfriends and the girls that hook up, from Hakimi.
Hakimi, yeah, I remember
you get my point.
Oh, but apparently there's so much controversy with that. So what I heard was he was being abusive, and like that's how they end up getting to the divorce. And apparently he was cheating. I'm not sure about the abusive bit, but I remember the cheating bit for sure. But keep going. Go right ahead.
Yeah, so like it's just crazy how that shit is turning. And I'm just saying is that just be smart with a lot of things that you do, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, but the thing is, right, though, like as much as I agree with what you're saying, this is a kid who's coming in at 18, 19 in the league, getting paid a stupid ton of money, and he's living by himself or with the team. Like, you know, he travels with the team. What is he gonna do with this money?
That's why I seen Stephen Curry trying to do it with Scoot Henderson. Yeah, like it's very important to just be on the wings of somebody who's been there before and successful at it.
But that's also the other thing. Like, as much as, because I'm sure there's so many people that are like, you know, like, Ja, don't mess this up. You know, I'm sure there's so many people that are willing to take him and they could mentor him. But like, is Ja willing to do it?
You can't force heed. I can't really force you to like take heed to whatever I'm saying. But if basketball is what you love and longevity is what you're looking for, you gotta listen to somebody who's been there before.
First of all, we're obviously talking about how we need to understand that there's that just gap in social intelligence, because this is a social intelligence thing, right?
For sure, like, for sure.
If you've hung around with enough people in enough situations, you know what not to do and what to do. And clearly, since these guys have been spending so much time in the gym, unfortunately, the social intelligence doesn't come in sometimes. Sometimes you get caught up in a lot of shit people is doing, you forget who you are. And I think that's what happened with Ja. With Zion, I think one of the girls called him a sex addict. The thing is with Zion, which is crazy, by the way, because what the fuck, right? How you calling another grown man a sex addict? The thing is with Zion, I think, like, even when you listen to him talk, he sounds like he's 13 years old having a conversation.
I was about to say that. I think the same thing you said, being a gym rat to a point whereby all you know it's a hoop and a court, and for a longer time you don't get time to socialize. You become a freaking little dude when you're trying to approach or talk to some girls and have a conversation.
I remember Mikey was trying to push that as well at one point. I don't know if you remember. Sorry, this sounds like it's just a basketball conversation, but we're really talking about life. Like, I remember Mikey was trying to push that. He was like, bro, I'm not going to prom. I'm going to be at the gym during prom. And then even Damian Lillard was like, bro, go to prom, bro. What are you doing? Because, like, you need that in your life, bro. Come on.
Exactly. Definitely. And that comes down to working smarter and harder. Like being able to know the difference. It's super important to just be able to find the balance between the two. I'm not saying literally you gotta go somewhere and party. I'm saying just anything social that can bring you close towards people. As human beings, we're social
creatures. 100%.
Yeah, exactly. So we need socialize, and that's why in prison, toughest punishment that can give you is to isolate you. And once you're isolated, trust me, with time pass.
That shit is gonna break you.
That shit's gonna break you.
In freaking sync. It's facts though. That shit is gonna fucking break you, man. People don't actually understand that shit.
This comes to my point about mental health, you know, and like how it plays part in all this stuff. Because now I don't know where mentally Ja is right now, you know, how Zion is, things he has to endure, people he has to talk to right now. Like, and if it was you, how
the internet. Exactly. If it was me, in whose situation?
Let's start with Ja's situation.
If it was me in Ja's situation, first of all, it's absolutely crazy that it happened twice. That's what keeps blowing my mind. Like, I woke up that Sunday morning and I opened Instagram and I'm like, there's no way this happened twice. You know, like the first time it would have been like, all right, it's a slip up. The thing is, if it was me in that situation, I would have actually actively tried to seek out help. I would have tried to look at what are the things that are putting me in this path. You know what I mean? And how do I prevent this from happening in the future? If it's having to take a break from social media, because the thing is with social media, unfortunately, sometimes it's about attention. Like, why you're posting on there is about attention. If you need to take a break from that, you need to be real with yourself and say, I need to take a break from it. So obviously, I'm going to sit back and look down and think about all the things that I need to do better.
You think culture plays a part, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because, like, he really likes a lot of NBA Youngboy. And, bro, NBA Youngboy has, like, 9 kids. He is a trapper. Nigga, you're in the league. Focus on basketball. Come on. You guys do not live the same lives. With that situation, I think it's funny, in my opinion. First of all, I would never put myself in a situation where I'm having to pay someone $107K a month, no matter what. And the thing is, Zion is a superstar. If you really think about it, he can get punani from anyone he wants.
Imagine his actions towards Gay Mariah. Like, did he like start watching porn first, and then like, yeah, you.
I'm gonna hit the shorty up, yeah. That's absolutely insane. But like, you know, the thing is, I know so many people have fantasies like hitting porn stars. So like, I know it's so crazy to the point where I'm sure he was like, I'm big, I can hit her.
We haven't been hearing this story since the Chicago Bulls and stuff, like some weird, crazy stories about
athletes.
Yeah, it wasn't to this magnitude.
Yeah, I get what you mean. We went a really long time without hearing like crazy shit. Like, exactly. The new generation of hoops grew up watching players get to the league. They were like, I'm going to work really hard to get there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, where I think, like, if you think about it, when MJ was joining the league, like, MJ was playing baseball. You know, like, MJ was just vibing, bro. He was playing baseball. He liked basketball. He got cut a lot of times. You know what I mean? And then he ended up making teams.
Definitely.
You know, when you grow up with it, you're like, I'm going to work really hard. And then you forget about the social bit of your life because you're like, nah, it's just basketball. It's just the NBA. It's just, I got to make it. So then now when you do make it, now you're good, every other aspect of life starts hitting you. I think if there's anything anyone takes from this podcast today is find a balance, dog. Obviously, if you're working towards your dream, prioritize that. But like, we're social beings at the end of the day. Don't forget.
Exactly. We need each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really do. You know? And as much as that's the goal, I mean, people are there to help you back it up.
Sometimes people forget so much. Like, even when you get to the goal, who's surrounding you?
Definitely.
Who's the people that are going to be with you? You gotta think about that. You gotta work. We gotta work on them too. You know.
Plus, also like, who's the people you gotta cut off? You know.
Actions have consequences. If you don't think about what the hell you're doing,
that's it for you.
Exactly. LeBron had a really, I don't want to say he had a good surround system. I think his mom did such a good job teaching him to not fuck up, right?
For sure.
Because in 2000, he had really good friends too.
Yeah,
that's
like,
actually
still
true.
Has the same place.
The same friends.
If you're gonna have long-time friends who are really that supportive, it's good once you find your way out. It's good to find a place for your friends to just, you know, be able to be around you, but also benefit for their own, not from you, just for their own. Yeah, man. So I think today is just gonna be an NBA podcast, probably. You know?
Unfortunately, we had a lot to talk about. So like,
definitely.
Obviously, once again, I know we say this a lot, but we really appreciate the love, man.
For sure.
Honestly, it's great that people are checking us out. We're getting 70+ views. I'm having friends talk to me about the podcast, and we're having conversations about it. Like, it's fun, man. Like, I really like that.
Subscribe to our YouTube account, please. We need those. We'll soon make it better, but again, everything takes time. Wow, we believe like we still bring value to your day, to your life. Forgive us if we made you mad, but the best can't deal with it, you know. By the way, man, appreciate you who's watching, listening. Till next time, yo. Till next time. Sata Sana. Kwaheri.